Well, this seems like an odd place to start. Hello everypony, Golden Star here, and don't worry, you haven't missed a thing. My reviews for all MLP episodes are now in production, but in the run-up to the Season 6 premiere this Saturday, I wanted to start by sharing my thoughts on last season's premiere and finale, as one of its main characters, Starlight Glimmer, looks set to feature quite prominently in this weekend's season premiere. She's definitely become a controversial addition to the show, and I wanted to review her first two episodes as well as share a theory I have about her, which I will talk about in the next video. Let's get started right away with the Cutie map. Set a little while after the event of the Season 4 finale, this two-part episode begins with the ponies discovering the titular map, which rises after they each take their places on their individual thrones in Twilight's new castle. The map displays all regions of Equestria in front of the ponies' eyes, before directing them to a small utopian village whose inhabitants have given up their cutie marks and special talents, all in the name of equality. This small community seems happy with their way of life, but upon meeting their town founder and leader, Starlight Glimmer, the group quickly suspects something sinister is at hoof. Tackling screenwriting duties here are Scott Sonneborn and M.A. Larson, and being the season opener, this episode is a tall order, especially for Sonneborn, as he only began writing for the show in the previous season, penning 2 episodes that both received a mixed response. Collaborating with a veteran writer like Larson surely can't have been easy for him either, but thankfully the pair really deliver the goods with this very compelling and gripping two-parter. The story is one that excels with several of its characters and its concepts, which takes some very bold and unexpected chances. Pinky holds her position as the most comical member of the group brilliantly, with some great lines and visual gags and wonderful facial expressions, yet smartly and appropriately remains suspicious and distrusting of the strange setting.
I know smiles, and those smiles, they're just not right.
I think we ran off to the end of Equestria before we even knew what that map was.
If we were at the end of Equestria, we'd be sitting on a big A. Get it?
This guy's a barrel of laughs.
Laughs don't come in barrels. They come from inside you as your body's response to delight.
It's a perfect balance that is often missing with her character. Meanwhile, Fluttershy keeps true to her element of kindness by giving the village and new ponies a fair chance. But when the revelation about the village and Starlight Glimmer is discovered, and she's tasked with an important mission on behalf of her friends, she's naturally shy and nervous, but rightfully remains brave and collected. And credit where it's due to the episode for how it's Fluttershy that plays a key part in saving the day, as opposed to some pony like Twilight as usual. As for new characters, a group of 4 ponies named Sugarbelle, Double Diamond, Party Favor and Night Glider befriend and eventually assist the main 6. None of them feel particularly unique, but they're all likeable and each have at least one memorable moment. Meanwhile, Starlight Glimmer is just a brilliant antagonist, and definitely one of the most fascinating the show has provided. She may be just an everyday unicorn, but the fact that she has grown to become so emotionally manipulative that she can keep an entire community bowing to her control, and possesses magical abilities strong enough to forcibly strip even an alicorn of her cutie mark through a process that looks genuinely painful, truly makes her a force to be reckoned with. Not to mention, she's also the first enemy gutsy enough to tell a princess to shut up.
Every pony has unique talents and gifts, and when we share them with each other, that's how
Quiet!
Kelly Sheridan provides the voice for Starlight, and it's clear that she's loving every minute of her performance, which is nothing short of fantastic. The character lacks development or motivation for her actions though, which I initially saw as a deterrent and poor characterization, but upon reflection with a repeat viewing, the mystery of Starlight is another factor that makes her so interesting, coupled with an open ending where she escapes rather than gets defeated. Story-wise, the episode is well-paced and effective with its atmosphere, which for a family cartoon often carries an unsettling tone with it. The feigned happiness of the town ponies and the introductory song In Our Town feel quite disturbing at times, and dystopian themes of communism and Marxism are prevalent throughout, making it one of the show's most mature episodes to date. Its socio-political elements may draw some parallels with the legend of Korra, but the narrative keeps true to the show's own style of storytelling, preventing it from becoming too derivative with its execution. More importantly though, such topics never overpower the themes of identity, unique talents, and the power and importance of friendship that the show has always been known and admired for. And even with its more serious themes, the episode is still definitely fun to watch, full of surprising twists and developments, and culminating with an exciting chase sequence that commendably has the main 6 take a back seat behind the 4 ponies introduced earlier. For once, they're not saving their new friends, but rather their new friends are saving them, and it serves as a very refreshing change. Despite a few missteps, which are generally minor, the Cutie map is still a top-notch episode. Even going into its 5th season, My Little Pony continues to remain confident enough to try new things, and in that regard, this episode is one of the most courageous, and certainly one of the darkest. For the most part, it's nothing like anything the show has done before, and while it may lack the epic scale of other two-parters, the more low-key and subdued approach definitely works well, even if it may not make the episode the most immediate for some viewers. An intelligent, engaging, and very enjoyable premiere that gets Season 5 off to a strong start. It gets a gold star score of 9 out of 10.